Have you ever wondered why, after a full night's sleep, you still wake up feeling weary, as if the weight of the world pressed down on your chest? So many of us have heard the advice, just get more rest, take a break, recharge. But for some, no amount of sleep, vacation days, or me time seems to restore that sense of lightness and ease we once knew. This isn't just tiredness of the body. It's the fatigue that takes root in your spirit. It's the kind of weariness that settles somewhere deep, in a place where rest can't quite reach. We each carry invisible burdens that others can't always see. Maybe it's the memory of conversations that never reached closure, or the guilt over choices made long ago. Perhaps it's the pressure to be everything for everyone, the caring parent, the loyal friend, the reliable colleague, the one who always holds things together. Often, we don't even realize how much we're carrying. We move through our days ticking off tasks, giving our energy to work, family, and those who depend on us. Outwardly, we might smile and appear composed, but inwardly, the strain accumulates, quietly, patiently, without announcement. There's a moment for each of us when the load becomes too much. Sometimes it's a sharp breaking point. More often, it's subtle, a growing reluctance to start the day, a heaviness that never seems to lift, a lingering sense of unease, even in moments that should feel peaceful. Have you ever found yourself staring at the ceiling in the middle of the night, heart pounding, mind racing? The world outside is still, but your thoughts are spinning in circles. You replay old mistakes, fret over the future, and question every choice that brought you here. This isn't just insomnia. It's the mind's way of processing what we haven't addressed by day. In the hush of the early morning, all the worries and fears we suppressed resurface. Questions that we push aside while busy now demand our attention. Am I enough? Am I making the right decisions? Will I ever feel truly at peace? These nighttime awakenings aren't a sign of weakness. They're a signal from your deeper self that there are feelings, doubts, and dreams needing space to breathe. As we move through life, society gives us scripts for every stage. In our 30s, we're told to hustle and prove ourselves. In our 40s, we're expected to be wise and steady. By our 50s, the expectation is contentment, to have it all figured out, to settle into peace. But reality doesn't always follow that script. Strength can falter. Wisdom isn't immune to doubt. Contentment can feel elusive, especially when you're supporting not just yourself, but aging parents, growing children, a career, and your community. We pour ourselves into nurturing everyone else, often putting our own needs last. And at the end of each day, we're left wondering, what's left for me? Who am I beneath all the roles I play? Some days, the world is loud with activity, traffic, technology, responsibilities pulling us in every direction. But the noise that truly exhausts us is often internal. The critical voice replaying what we should have said, the list of things we must do, the constant worry about what's next. We try to hush this noise in countless ways. Maybe we dive into work, or distract ourselves with screens, or stay perpetually busy to avoid confronting what's inside. We wear productivity like a suit of armor, convincing ourselves that moving faster will drown out discomfort. But avoidance is only a temporary reprieve. The inner noise doesn't disappear. It waits for a quiet moment to resurface, reminding us of wounds that still need tending. Letting go can be terrifying. We fear that if we release old roles, toxic relationships, or worn-out identities, we'll be left with emptiness. But sometimes the things we cling to are the very sources of our fatigue. To let go is to make space for healing. It means honoring your peace over the desire to please others. It's deleting the number you keep hoping will reach out. It's walking away from responsibilities that no longer fit who you are. Not everything we carry is ours to hold forever. Some burdens are hollow, sapping our strength without purpose. When you finally release them, you rediscover a version of yourself that's been hidden beneath years of striving. A self that doesn't need to apologize for resting, for feeling, for simply being. Letting go isn't defeat. It's a declaration. My well-being matters. It's not the end. It's the beginning of returning home to yourself. True restoration doesn't come from running faster or pushing harder. It comes from learning to live gently, to treat yourself with the same kindness you offer others. It's choosing peace, not as a reward at the finish line, but as a daily practice. Start by creating moments of stillness in your day. Leave your phone behind and take a walk, letting your mind wander without direction. Drink your tea or coffee in silence, simply noticing the taste and warmth. Write a letter you never send, letting your thoughts flow without judgment. Listen to the wind. Watch the light change across the wall. Remember what brought you joy before you believed you had to be endlessly productive. Your nervous system will thank you. Your nights will become softer. When you talk to yourself, use the words you'd offer a friend in pain. Forgive yourself for not knowing what you know now. Celebrate the simple fact that you're still here, still trying, still breathing. Our world glorifies speed, achievement, and always doing. But there's deep strength in slowing down, in giving yourself permission to do one thing at a time. It's saying no without guilt, being present in your own skin, and showing up as you are. Gentle living isn't laziness, it's clarity. It's knowing that rushing isn't living. It's allowing yourself to sit by the window without watching the clock. It's preparing a simple meal and savoring it with gratitude. It's responding to messages when you have the energy, not out of obligation. Ask yourself each morning, what do I truly need today? Not, what must I accomplish to prove my worth? Water your plants. Hold someone you love a little longer. Say, I'm tired without apology. Not everyone will understand this way of living, but those quiet moments of nourishment will heal parts of you that have been neglected for too long. Feeling deeply tired doesn't mean you're weak. It doesn't mean you're falling behind. It means you're a human being who's been carrying more than your share. It's time to rest when you're weary, to let tears come when they need to ask for help without shame, and to breathe before you break. Release the myth that you have to do it all, be everything, or live by someone else's timeline. Instead, move slowly. Notice the sunlight, the softening of your body when you hear kind words. Let joy back into your days, even if it returns softly, tentatively. You're not here to be perfect. You're here to be real, to feel, to heal, to grow, to rest, and in time to rise again. The world doesn't need your flawless self. It needs your honest one. So let yourself take up space in your own life. Speak up when you need to. Say no when you must. Say yes when your heart sparks. Allow yourself to exist in your home, your story, this life. Thank you for being here. If these words resonate, pass them on to someone else who might be carrying their own hidden weight. Remember, you are not broken. You're in the beautiful, courageous process of becoming. If you want to revisit this space, subscribe and know that here you are never alone.